Good morning, children. Today we start online class for class 9th. Children, in previous class we have discussed Newton's laws of motions, and we discussed there are three types of laws of motions. In that we discussed two laws of motions in clear, that is first law of motion or second law of motion. That is also known as Newton's first law and Newton's second law. Again, we'll discuss 1, 2, 3 in line. First, Newton's first law. Newton's first law. What Newton's first law states? Every body continues to be in the state of rest, and every body continues to be in the state of uniform motion unless an external force applied on it. Unless an external force applied on it. What is this definition? We can't understand. See, simply you take this chalk piece once again and keep it on the table. Keep it on the table, and you come after 1 week. You come after 1 week and check the position of the chalk piece. Will it move? Will it move? No. It will be at rest unless the force exerted on it. Which force? External force by you. When you come and raise this chalk piece, that is the force applied by you on this chalk piece. And another example relating to motion. See, in a playground, you will kick the football with your leg. What happens when you kick the football? It starts moving in a particular direction. In a particular direction, when you kick like this, what happens? It moves in a particular direction, children. And what happens, it continues in the uniform motion. Move on. It moves continuously. And when an external force is applied by any of them, for suppose think, myself kick the football, and another side Kiran sir is there. Kiran sir, stop the ball like this. The ball is rolling on the ground, but Kiran sir came in that particular direction and stopped the ball with Kiran sir's leg. What happened here? Sir applied external force on it. Understand, children? Every body continues to be in the state of rest or in motion unless an external force applied by on it. And what is Newton's second law? Newton's second law. See, Newton's second law states that the change of, I am writing here, the change of linear momentum, applied by force. See, the change of linear momentum applied by force and change in momentum takes place in applied direction. See, children, this was the definition for the Newton's second law. What it states, the change of linear momentum applied by the force. Sir, what's a change of linear momentum? We did not heard this word, sir, momentum. What is first of all momentum, sir? Momentum, in simple, we can say that product of mass and velocity is nothing but momentum. Understand, children? The change of linear momentum. See, this was the term linear momentum. Sir, we did not heard this linear momentum. Say in clear. Okay, children. Linear momentum is nothing but a combined property of both mass and velocity. Examples for linear momentum is, see, there are two balls. one is a badminton ball and another one is a cricket ball, you know that. Okay, when these two balls came and hit on your face, suddenly one of your friend had beaten up the ball, then it suddenly came and hit your face. Which of the two balls will hurt you more? Which of the two balls will hurt you more? The ball which is coming with full speed, nothing but velocity, and which is of big mass. Mass means nothing but weight. The body is nothing, the body which has greater mass and which is coming with full speed, nothing but velocity, is a mixed property of momentum. So it will hurt more. So first suppose you take bicycle. One of your friend taken bike and you have taken bicycle. Okay, you are riding. Your friend is riding on the bike and you are riding the bicycle and they are going. Suddenly what happens, in front of them there is a big wall. Suddenly this bicycle came and hit the wall. This here too the situation is same. Bike came and hit the wall. Then in these two situations, which of the vehicle gets more damage? Bike. Obviously, why? Here the bike is moving with full speed, nothing but velocity, and the body of the bike is, and what is its mass? Its mass is very big, no? So it is a combined property of both velocity and mass. So if it hits the wall, so more damage is caused to the bike than the bicycle, children. Understand? This is a linear momentum, nothing but combined property of both mass and velocity. Applied by force. Force means what? External force. And change in momentum takes place in the applied direction. When you push your friend, will he move in the another opposite direction? But suppose you applied the force and pushed your friend towards like him, then he will fall at back? No, he will fall at forward. Understand, children? If I kick the ball in forward direction, will it go in backward direction? No. Whenever you apply the force in that particular direction only, it will move, children. Understand? Here there is a small mass of 50 kgs. 50 kgs mass. So what we need to apply is external force. I applied external force on it. I am dragging, means I am moving the 50 kg mass. 50 kg mass. So what happens? Will it move in the opposite direction, means this direction, or will it move in this direction? It moves in the forward direction because you are applying the force in the forward direction only. Understand, children? The change of linear momentum applied by force and change in momentum takes place in the applied direction, children. Right now, we'll see what is this linear momentum means. Linear momentum means P equal to mv. Linear momentum is termed as small p, and m is nothing but mass and v is nothing but velocity. Then SI unit of momentum is, if it is mass, then what is its unit? But suppose I want to measure my weight and the mass, nothing but kgs. If I want to measure velocity, what I need? Meters per second. So the SI unit of momentum is kg dash meters per second. This was a formula, P equal to mv. Right now we'll deal with the third Newton's law of motion, or Newton's third law of motion. You know this very well, children. What is Newton's third law of motion? Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Sir, where we apply this Newton's third law of motion, sir? In swimming. If you want to swim, what happens? You will drag the water with force with this hand, then you will move forward. Means If there is a action, there is two opposite reaction. See, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Simple example, children. Take this chalk piece, not chalk piece. Consider this as a ball, fairway ball, and when you throw this ball onto the wall like this, will it reverse or not? This was the action you done like this, and there is an equal and opposite reaction. It is coming with same force but opposite direction. You, in case 1, you applied force and you throw this ball onto the wall in forward direction like this. Right now, when it hit the wall, it reverses back in the opposite direction, children, but equal force only applied by the wall too. Understand, children? We may apply in rockets and aeroplanes. All these are Newton's third law of motion, children. We'll discuss activity in the next class, children. Thank you, children.